Phil Kuhn for the #1 lead we have ever received for the charity. Thank you.
Unfortunately, recently my mom had a minor TIA and could no longer live alone. And my first call ended up going to Bob Tucker, who was very helpful in getting her into a respite care. And my second call went to Sal Manso because we then had to move her, which happened yesterday, out of her condominium on a full-time basis into this independent living facility. And my wife raved about his service, and for my wife to rave about any mover, you got to imagine it's got to be incredible. And then last of all, I'd like to thank Dan Gelfond, because about 2 months ago I had him do a legacy video for her, and frankly, were it not the case, we would have lost a lot of stories that at this point she's not so good at telling, shall we say. But I cannot say enough about the people of the Chamber. I have used dozens of them for all kinds of services, and it's a wonderful group to be a member of.
I'd like to thank Mark Milstein from Univera. We'll be working together on quite a few projects in reference to writing and public relations. And also Bob over at Fitness 19, who keeps checking up on me every time he sees me. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Marcia Schwartz from Calder Banker. Dad's condo was on the market for 3.5 years. Not with Marcia. Listed with Marcia, and within a few months we're closing next week. Thank you so much. Merle Lass, thank you from Ross Nuts. Debbie Miller, I don't know, I didn't see her here today. A place for Mom. Julie Usum from Duxler for helping Abby. Kathy Bach from Chaos Tamers. Ashley Delaney from Whitehall. Bill Garcia from Always Home.
I'd like to thank the Chamber in general. This year actually marks my 20th year as an active member of the Chamber. And generally, I get 2 to 3 projects a year from Chamber members, and it's been very successful over those 20 years. I'd also like to thank the Chamber for other than networking opportunities. The Chamber provides a lot of other things for the Village of Northbrook and surrounding community that people don't really realize. How many of you travel on Lake Cook Road? Anybody? Chamber is responsible for lobbying Springfield for allowing quick take opportunities so they can put the 2 underpasses under the 2 railroads. How many of you work in the Sky Harbor area? I know Dick does. The Chamber lobbied for the village to make sure all the new streets got improved, sidewalks and other improvements, signage and everything to make a better identification for the Sky Harbor area. And how many of you work out of your home? I know I do, Lisa does, other people. The Northbrook Chamber lobbied the Village of Northbrook to allow for customers or vendors to be in a home at one time so you can operate your business. It used to be you had to live in the home in order to operate your business. No one from the outside could participate. So the Northbrook Chamber does a lot more for the village than just provide networking. It provides a lot of opportunities to maintain a good business and living atmosphere in the village.
Thanks to Rebecca Bloomfield, Jerry Pearlstein and Associates, Maggie McCurdy of the Northbrook Chamber, and Don Bloom and Don Bloom and Associates. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Marcia Schwartz and Alan Michelle for answering some questions for my clients, as well as Mona Sweeney and the company of Bright Star who helped sponsor an event for us this week. Thank you.
I want to special thanks to Harvey Blender for providing some assistance with my son on some sales opportunities. David Rubin for attempting to keep me in proper clothing. Larry Rosenthal for assistance in one of my clients. He took care of a sofa issue for me. It was a blessing. Dr. Greg Gersten, thank you for trying to keep me adjusted. Wayne Carlin for trying to give me some guidance on search engine optimization. Bob Sarin for doing an active job and making sure Tony Rollet, one of my trainers, attempt to keep me in shape. Sal Manso for an opportunity in quoting a kitchen refinishing task. Michael Shalin for an opportunity, he stepped away I guess, for an opportunity to learn about patch. Finally, Dan Gelfond, who has been working with me periodically on some video work and editing work, and I thank you very much for all you've done.
I would like to thank Greg Gersten. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me very early in the morning. We had a fabulous marketing brainstorming session. Rebecca Bloomfield, thank you so much for letting McDonald's cater your breakfast meeting last month. We were thrilled it went so well. Bill Garcia, thank you so much for the 3 school leads. I contacted all of them and hopefully something will come of that. Jean Streeter, a special thank you to Jean. I'm only one of many chamber members, and she makes me feel so special. I feel like she always has my best interests and calls me with opportunities. Last year I was in 3 chambers, and I can honestly say that the Northbrook Chamber is superior. Julie from Duxler, thank you for networking leads. Mike Shalin, thank you for helping a recent marketing idea become a reality. We'll see if it's a success next month. Wayne Carlins for social media consultation. He is terrific in every.
I'd like to thank Dick from American Weathermakers and stuff for all the years of business and inviting me here this morning. Thank you very much.
Okay, I want to thank for business Jeff Simon, Mark Milstein, Joel Hockman, Larry, Alan Carson, Merle Lask for multiple business, Elliot for multiple leads, and Jim the vent guy. This group is unbelievable, but you have to keep coming to get business. I promise you this is the cheapest way to get business out there. It's unbelievable.